Plenty of goals, plenty of drama over in Serie A as Napoli remain at the top of the table. But what will go on in a double match week, we're going to take a look at that and much more next. That's right, folks. Back once again on a prediction video. Today is all about match day number 10. That's right, over in Serie A. And we'll get to that in a second if you're new. Where you been? Smash your subscribe button. You want to sub shop for Blackburn Rovers, Serie A, World Football right here under one Rooski. We are back from our little jaunt out in the UK. And of course, we're now here back in the USA. Of course, looking forward to a busy week over in Italy, who of course will challenge Napoli. We've got a 4-point gap now between themselves and Internazionale. Can they close it? We'll look at that in a second. Big shout out to the VIPs. You know who you are. And a big shout out to the members. That's right. We've had a whole host of new members. And of course, I will give you those names the next time. Of course, I've just literally dropped my bags, coming into your hot. We're going to get into it because it is a double match week. No rest for the wicked over in Italy. Before we jump into the next round of games, we're going to turn the clock back to this past weekend and bring it bang up to date with everything revolving Serie A. Alrighty then, let's take a look back at this past weekend's drama over in Serie A. And there was plenty of goals and plenty of chaos over in the league. Have a look at that then. Of course, Udinese picking up a 2-0 win over Cagliari. I went with a 1-0 win. Torino getting a cheeky 1-0 win over Como to move up the table. Napoli with just the 1-0 over Lecce. That was all it took to extend their lead at the top of the table to 4 points. Bologna, AC Milan was postponed. I don't know what went on with that, so let me know if you know down below in the comments. Look at this. Atalanta putting 6, I say 6, past Verona in a thriller there. Parma Empoli 1-1, got that one bang on the nose. Lazio against Genoa, 3-0 win in the end. I got that pretty much close to the money. Monza, Venezia 2-2 in the end. I went with the 1-1, ain't too shabby. But how about this? 8-goal thriller over in the San Siro, the Giuseppe Meazza, and it was Inter Milan 4, Juventus 4. Another 6 goals on Sunday. So Fiorentina put 5 past Roma, who now, I don't know what's going to go on over there in regards to the managerial situation. Well, that's the situation over there. This is the situation in the league as you see it right now. Napoli are tip at the top of the table with 4 points clear. Just the 1 defeat all season long. Juventus yet to taste defeat, but they're in third. They are 5 points off the top with Fiorentina now flying high into fourth. Going down right here, right now, is Lecce, it's Venezia, it's Genoa, of course, who are in a bit of problems there. But that could all change in this double match week with 6 points on the table coming at you over the course of the next 2 games. Meanwhile, over in the Superbru, have a look at summer of 2018 with a massive 14 points there. Hansi Wurst also kicking ass, taking names with 14 points. I'm up there in bronze with a 12.5 this past week. Maka on my heels, as is Saki and Vindaloo victory. That's, of course, put a bit of old shake-up to the league table, which now looks like this, following on from the past couple of weeks, is Raymond Reddington with 91.5. Summer 2018 up there alongside with 90.5 yellow cap wearing as well. I'm into the power 8. I'm up 2 spots to number 8, and I'm closing in on that number 1 spot, baby. AJ24 with a wooden spoon. Hans Wurst also up there with a yellow cap as well. If you do see a name, do me a favour, monster favour, costs you absolutely nothing, and smash the old thumbs up, would you please? If you want to get involved with the Superbru, it's absolutely free. Here's the link. Still plenty of time to get involved. You might not be able to win it, or you might. You're just going to get everything right from here on in. But as the link on the screen right about now. Now, moving forward, double match week games are coming at you thick and fast, and they're coming at you from Tuesday, Wednesday, maybe into Thursday before we then go again on the weekend. Absolutely non-stop stuff over in Serie A. So without further ado, let's get into it. Alrighty then, folks, here we go at the top of the shop here. We're going to go to the Unipol Dumas, that's right, over in Italy as Cagliari take on Bologna, that's right, coming out on the 29th of October. Of course, Cagliari under David Nicola in 14th right now, 9 points for the season, 58% form for them right now, just 1 defeat in the last 5. Up against Bologna, Champions League coming up as well. When I say coming up, that means next week, but they're in the mixer there, but they haven't won the last 5 matches. Now, they played 36 times, these two sides, since 1996. 12 wins for Cagliari, 15 wins for Bologna. We have 9 draws between the two sides, with the most recent match being a 2-1 win for Cagliari in Cagliari back in January 2024. The home side has won this game at the last 6 occasions. In fact, open it up again, it's been at the last 8 occasions. In fact, I can't even see. I think the last time the away side won this game was when Bologna beat Cagliari in Cagliari back in October 2013. It seems to go with the home side. Bologna on the back of a 2-0 loss to Aston Villa. whenever that was. Of course, 22nd of October. Of course, their game was postponed. That's right. Cagliari losing to Udinese this past weekend, but coming into some pretty good kind of form. The bookies right here, right now. Cagliari 2-1 on for the victory. 2-1, sorry. 2-1 for the victory. 7-5 is your Bologna. 9-4 is the draw. It's a tight one. It is a very, very tight one. Again, not going with the away side. I think that's a guarantee. The home side will not lose it, whether they'll win it. But I'm going to sit on the fence with a 1-1 draw. Alrighty, let's head over to the Vial del Mare. That's right, it's Lecce. Host Verona, that's right, coming at you this coming 29th of October. Lecce and Luca Gotti all the way down to 20th right now. I don't know where the heck we are right here. This doesn't look right. But anyway, kick it forward. Hellas Verona under Paolo Zanetti, also in pretty shitty form right now. 17% form for them right now. They're all the way down into 15th for the table with 9 points for the season. They played 20 times since 1998. We have 5 wins for Lecce, 9 wins for Verona. And there's been 6 draws between the two sides. Coming into this, though, they last played at Lecce at the Via del Mare stadium. Of course, was way back in March 2024. Verona coming out on top with a 1-0 win. In fact, Verona are unbeaten against Lecce over the last 6, picking up 5 wins and a draw. Lecce on the back of that 1-0 loss to Napoli. It's been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games without a goal for Lecce right now. That is concerning. Verona on the back of that 6-1 drubbing from Atalanta. The odds here, 11-10 is your Lecce, 5-2 your Verona, 12-5 is the draw. I'm not going Lecce, am I? I am. I don't believe I don't know what I'm doing. 2-1 win, Lecce to take it. I'm going to stick to my gut. Alrighty, let's head back over to Milan. That's right, as AC Milan take on Napoli, the table toppers. It's 8th up against 1st on the 29th of October. Milan under Paolo Fonseca, 4 wins of the last 6 games. They sit 8th with 14 points to the name up against Napoli. 5 wins on the bounce. They sit top with 22 points to the name. They've played 49 times since 1993. 16 wins for AC Milan, 15 wins for Napoli. It's been 18 draws, with the most recent match at Napoli being at Milan. It was a 1-0 win way back in February 2024. Milan are actually unbeaten against Napoli over the last 5, picking up 3 wins and a couple of draws. But Napoli on the back of what we're looking at, 5 successive wins, back-to-back clean sheets, just 1 goal conceded over the last 6 matches. Meanwhile, Milan on the back of successive home wins. This could be a 3rd if they get it right at this time. The odds right here, right now, Milan are 7-5 for the victory, 19-10 is your Napoli, 12-5 is the draw. It's going to be tough for Napoli to win this one, so I'm going to go with a 2-2 draw over at San Siro, aka the Giuseppe Meazza. Meanwhile, the other side of Milan, Internazionale, will go to Empoli as they take them on over at the Carlo Castanelli. Played 31 times since 1998. 3 wins for Empoli. We've got 26 wins for Internazionale and 2 draws between the two sides. Empoli are down to 10th, 11 points for the season without a win over the last 4 matches. Inter are unbeaten in the last 6, picking up 5 wins and a draw. They sit 2nd with 18 points to the name. Now, the last time they played over at Empoli, it was a 1-0 win for Inter. Who won 3 in the bounce and have conceded a goal against them in those last 3. Empoli picking up a 1-1 draw against Parma most recently. Internazionale on the back of that 8-goal thrill against Juventus. 4-4 in the end. What a game that was. 13-2 is your Empoli, 9-4 on is your Inter, 10-3 is the draw. Back Inter to win this one, to close in a little bit onto top of the table. Napoli, of course, with them drawing with AC Milan this midweek. Let's head over to the where we're in Stadio Pier Giulini Penzo as Venezia take on Udinese, that's right, coming at you on the 30th of October 2024. Eusebio Di Sfrancenco's Venezia, all the way down to 19th right now, just 5 points for the season. Up against Udinese under Koste Runjic, 3 wins, 3 defeats over the last 6 matches. They sit 7th with 16 points to the name. They played 10 times since 1998. 3 wins for Venezia, 4 wins for Udinese. There's been 3 draws between the two sides. The most recent match at this very venue was a 2-1 win for Udinese back in April 2022. Udinese back-to-back winners over Venezia. That was, of course, in that 21-22 season. Venezia's last competitive win over Udinese was all the way back in 2001. Udinese on the back of a 2-0 win over Cagliari. Big win for them to keep them in the thick of things in the European spots. Venezia with a 2-2 draw against Monza. The odds here, 13-8 is your Venezia, 13-8 is your Udinese, 12-5 is the draw. It does look like the bookies cannot decide between these two sides. And also, I cannot decide. So I'm going to go with a 1-1 draw on this one. What about you? Let me know down below. Up, it's those high-scoring Atalanta. That's right, up against Monza this coming weekend. Coming at you on the 31st of October at the Guais Stadium. Atalanta, 83% form for them right now. That's at least 6 games unbeaten. Up against Monza, 50% form for them right now. Just 1 defeat in the last 5 in the Alessandro Nesta. They sit 16th with 8 points to the name. They played 8 times since 1999. 7 wins for Atalanta. 1 win for Monza. There have been 0 draws, with the most recent match at this venue being a 3-0 win for Atalanta back in the September 2023 season. Atalanta unbeaten against Monza over the last 5. They won 5 on the bounce. has scored quite a buttload of goals against them. They've scored, 15 goals against them in the last 5. So it's averaging 3 goals a game. Atalanta on the back of that 6-1 win over Verona. Monza with that 2-2 draw against Venezia. The bookies, though, for this, Atalanta 10-3 on for the victory. 4-1 is the draw. 10-1 is your Monza. Averaging 3 goals a game, but I'm going for a 2-0 win over at the Guise Stadium. Next up, we go to Turin as Juventus take on Parma. What a game this could be. 48 times they've played since 1993. Juventus under Thiago Motta sit third in the table, yet to taste defeat in the league. 17 points for the season. Just 1 defeat, though, in all competitions, all venues over the last 6. Parma under Fabio Peccia, they sit 17th. Just lost the once at the last 5. However, they've drawn 4 of those last 5. As I said, 48 times they have played. The last time they played over at this very venue, aka the Allianz Stadium, it was a 3-1 win for Juventus back in April 2021. Juventus have won 4 in the bounce against Parma and conceded just a couple of goals against them over the course of those 4 games. Juventus on the back of that 4-4 epic over in Milan this past weekend. Parma picking up another draw. They've drawn with Empoli, they've drawn with Como, Bologna over the course of the last 3 matches. The odds right here, right now, Juventus are 50-19 on. They are overwhelming favourite. 15-4, the draw. 50-2 is your Parma. Will Juventus get back to winning ways? I think so, and I'm going to go with a big one. 3-0 win over at the Allianz Stadium in Turin. Into Halloween we go. That's right. It is Genoa up against Empoli. When I say Empoli, what I meant to say was Fiorentina. That's right. Free scoring Fiorentina coming out of the Luigi Ferraris on Halloween. That's right. Lock up your bloody chocolate bars. Anyway, Genoa coming at you on 8% form for their run. They're all the way down into 18th for the table with just 6 points for the season. Up against Fiorentina, who are probably the form team in the division, winning 5 on the bounce. They're on 92% form. They are 4th with 16 points to the name. They played 37 times since 1994. 5 wins for Genoa, 14 wins for Fiorentina, 18 draws, including the last time they played, which was in Fiorentina back in April 2024. That was a draw. However, the last time they played at this venue, Fiorentina put 4 past Genoa in a 4-1 victory on August 2023. In fact, the last 3 matches, Fiorentina have scored 11 goals against Genoa, including a 6-0 win way back in January 2022. Coming into this, Genoa on the back of that loss to Lazio, Fiorentina with that big win over Roma. That's right. Blocking horns here over at the Luigi Ferraris. It's 3-1 on. 3-1 is Genoa. 14-5 is the draw. 2017 on is your Fiorentina. Hot shot scoring Fiorentina. Just going to go with a 1-0 win, though, this time in Genoa. Into the final couple we go is Como up against Lazio, coming out of the Stadio Giuseppe Signorelli. Cesc Fabregas Como in 13th right now, just 9 points to the season. They've got, they're winners in 3 right now. Up against Lazio under Marco Baroni, who won 5 out of the last 6. They sit 6th with 16 points to the name. They played twice since 2002, Lazio winning both of them, of course, including a 3-1 win last time they played over in Como way back in November 2002. Como on the back of a 1-0 loss to Torino. That was this past weekend. Lazio with a big 3-0 win over Genoa to make it back-to-back clean sheets after beating Enschede in Europe the other week. 17-10 is your Como, 8-5 is your Lazio, 23-10 is the draw. Lazio look good right now. Going to go with a 2-1 win for them on the road over here at the Stadio Signalia. And then finally, folks, we are going to the Stadio Olimpico as Roma take on Torino. That's right, coming at you on the 31st of October, aka Halloween. And it's been a bit of a nightmare for even Juric. At the moment, they sit 11th with 10 points to the campaign, just 1 win in the last 5, up against Torino and Paolo Vanoli, who are in 9th with 14 points to them, coming into this on the back of a win. Played 45 times since 1994, 28 wins for Roma, 6 wins for Torino, 11 draws, of course, with the last match playing at this venue, 3-2 win it was for Roma, who are unbeaten against Torino over the last 6, picking up 4 wins and a couple of draws. However, Roma on the back of that 5-1 drubbing by Fiorentina. Torino picking up a good win over Como this past weekend to get them back on track. 9-2 is not the odds. It is actually 11-8 on is your Roma. 11-4 the draw. 15-4 is your Torino. It's been a rough old rub of the green for Roma this past few weeks. And I really don't know what kind of season they're going to have. I'm going to give them the win here, though. 1-0 win over Torino to maybe steady the ship for the coach heading into a busy week over in Italy. That completes my picks, guys. Make sure to get your own in as well using the link for the Superbru. And of course, don't forget to come back because we've got a busy old week coming at you over in Italy with some more picks coming out probably Thursday, maybe even Friday. So make sure you subscribe, smash the like. Catch you later, guys and girls. We are donezo.